this was another unconscious, like, girl, I grow fucking good weed. Girl,
Is
god
it?
damn it, I grow fucking weed. So we'll
All
save
right.
this. We'll save this for the live. But yeah, no,
No, we're on live now.
fabulous.
We're live now.
And I almost texted you earlier today to go, we should go on at 4:15 so that we're lighting one up together at 4:20. But I was way too high to be able to do that when I thought of it again.
You're so ahead of me. Okay, we're live, girl. We're live.
Oh,
We're live.
hi, Michelle
Hi,
Crawford
y'all.
Peaks. Hi, Mish. Again,
Hey.
happy 421.
421, 423.
You know what?
Honestly.
You know what? I would like to get your opinion, Michelle, to make something official.
Please.
We will be celebrating on Wednesdays going forward. 420-ish. Happy 420-ish.
You were ready.
Right?
No, it was me. I was talking to my son. You know my Milesy.
Oh, I love that.
Guess what? He's tried the grounding update on grounding, everyone. He tried the grounding last night, and he said he felt tingly. And he had to look it up. And he was like, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting electrocuted because I thought I could really feel something. And I'm like, oh my God. And then my son Kari today, he's been kind of a lug-a-bed because of the storms. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if you know about this. You're so energetic, but like, you know, when you're getting the storms and it's just like, I don't want to get up. It's just so terrible.
The weather totally impacts my mood. It used to absolutely
so
annihilate my mood before cannabis.
I think that it really worked. He said, I think it worked, Mom. I felt very like excited to get up. And I'm like,
wow.
Look at my face.
Wow.
Right. All right, so there's my grounding update. I actually got that buzzy feeling. I actually got that from the ocean yesterday, like driving home from the ocean. And I'm sure you do this too, because I know you go wading in the ocean when you go to the shore.
I do.
Don't
just you and I driving out to Monterey on Saturday
and felt like a buzz in your legs?
Yes.
It's
no,
so
I literally,
real.
I don't know if that when I grabbed your arm when we were driving out to Monterey, like the second that I see the Pacific Ocean for the first time, like it never gets old for me. I lose my breath and I literally, I get so charged up. It's like somebody plugged me into an outlet. So I know exactly what you're saying.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
I'm gonna grind up some jelly donuts and then I'm gonna high toki it because you're so much higher than me. So tell me how you got higher. Did you already have a joint or what'd you do?
I actually shout out, and you know what, Miss Crawford? I would like to share a little something that came to me as I was waiting for this, as I'm sitting here too high going, okay, so how can I make this something cute? Oh, I can tell the story about in this space that I am right now, something that I wish I knew or understood better. Hence, how great it would have been to have had a cannabis health coach and educator in my life at the start of this journey. So, first of all, shout out. There it is. There it is right there.
Jelly
shout out.
Donuts.
We are literally same thing. Literally. Look at this. Oh my God, we're so connected. Shout out Jelly Donuts. Right? Shout out Jelly Donuts. God damn, I grow good weed. And you know what? If you want to grow the best weed that you've ever tasted, grow it. That's all you have to do.
If you want the best weed ever, grow it.
Ever, you grow it. You do you, boo, because that's the magic sauce. So, but I was literally sitting here and thinking, you know what I wish I knew very seriously, deeper than the whole, you can balance yourself out, relax through it, you're not going to die, the basic stuff. But I really wish that there had been even just the most basic understanding 10, 11 years ago when my journey started exclusively as a medical patient. And it was so awful to try and figure it out. I was stigma laden and just all the things.
So hung up, right?
Right. So hung up. But what I really wish that more people know, including people that are medicating now, is as basic as it sounds, but it really is that our endocannabinoids are literally constantly in flux, that ours are never going to be the same, that it's so that understanding that whatever hit you at 6 p.m. on Tuesday night and lit you up, and then you're like, well, Wednesday night, it didn't do
that. What happened?
Right? Mm-hmm. That's okay. And that ironically, when I treated myself after a busy day, a little bit stressful, driving in really horrific rain, both to and from James Allen, that's not ever fun. I'd Tokyo clock for Miss Crawford. But you know what? I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to pregame for Michelle, and I'm going to have one bowl in the mighty of that jelly donuts that fucking Kirstie chick grew. And I'm going to be just right. Ooh, that endocannabinoid system was in the flux thing. And I'm literally laying there going, this weed is so right. This weed is so good. And She is toasted. She toasted. So yeah, so I'm coming to the party a little bit zooted today. But isn't that kind of the point, right?
It is
Right?
exactly the point. I do not
Right.
want people on my show that aren't zooted or close to it, or they weren't last night or something like that. Hi, Toki!
I took it. It's Renee.
Renee's like, sorry, I'm late. We were
Oh
late
God,
too,
Renee,
Renee.
we love you so much.
It's late for everyone, girl.
We love you so much. Happy that you're
You
here.
can't be late because we were late.
Because we were late. So yeah, good point, Michelle. Yeah, you can't be counted as late because we weren't. We weren't on time, right? Oh, nice one.
Oh
Nice
my
one.
God.
Nice one.
Hit me,
Right?
jelly donuts. Bring
me,
it.
baby,
Bring
one
me the
more
relaxation.
Okay, so can I do a little bit of, because I'm high enough, sometimes you got to get there. Can I do a little bit of bragging and tell you the cutest fucking thing that happened today at my day gig?
Please.
So as you know, day gig member is the one that got me growing. Somebody from the
Yes.
day job who I adore, respect, has got me growing, is enjoying these cannabis herbs of mine tremendously, as several you, Ashley, the people that I love that get to. And he literally says to me about how he's walking down to help his neighbor out to trim some trees that fell down in the storm. And he goes, I usually just take like 2 or 3 hits of your jelly donuts. Like, because again, like me, like us,
Yes.
loves it.
Yes.
60-year cannabis smoker, loves it. But he says, I'm walking down. He goes, but I keep hitting it. He goes, I usually take 2 or 3 hits. I'm like, I'm perfect. He goes, but I'm walking down the neighbors. He's got a big, beautiful property up in the mountains. He goes, but I'm kind of cruising down. And, I finally get to the trees and I'm like, oh yeah, look at that. He's like, oh no, I'm not operating the chainsaw right now. So, and then what he says to me, what he calls it, I'm like, oh, Mark, I'm so stealing that. He goes, you know what, Bubs? That's what I'm called at work. Bubs, the donuts. The donuts. He calls it the donuts. He calls this weed the donuts. That it's the sweet spot. I'm like, I love that so much. I'm stealing that. The donut. Are you enjoying that donut, Michelle?
Oh my God, I can't get enough. Do you see me like? Let me ASMR. That's the sound I think I'm making.
I love that.
You remember that really dumb movie Spaceballs? Okay.
Oh my God, yeah, of course.
You know that Michelle Crawford. You want to make fun of me like those guys on Spartanless? I love stupid movies. Stupid.
Right. Well, see, like, I can't believe I'm going to admit this because, as we all know,
Spaceballs.
She's just a little bit putting her toe in the old lady thing. I can't watch a Jackass movie without literally peeing my pants. And my all-time favorite movie of ever is literally, in my opinion, one of the stupidest movies ever made. And I love it.
I want to know.
Mike Myers, So I Married an Axe Murderer.
I love that movie. Oh my God, we need to have a viewing party.
Michelle!
You are kidding me. That's your favorite movie.
Favorite movie of all time. That is the movie I would say.
I'm going to have to rename this live because we might need to talk about dumb movies we like. Because I don't know if you saw my live on this topic.
No,
I did a live on this topic. And I chose this raunchy Asian comedy that's out right now called Joyride with like 5 Asian American and not even Asian American actresses in it it's disgusting. They like sex a basketball team to death in the movie. Like they all are injured. Like they can't play the next day.
Wait, where can I watch this? Where can I watch this?
I don't know, like streaming.
Oh God, I gotta find out. Yeah, no, I gotta see it.
Joyride.
Yeah,
it's so funny. They have like a K-pop scene. I don't know if you're gonna love this, but you might love it. The other one you might love. Do you like Sandra Bullock in like what was she in? The one where she's a beauty queen. Miss Gregarious?
Oh my God, Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality. Do you love Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
She made and produced and directed and starred in, she's a boss bitch. This movie called The Lost City of D with Channing Tatum, the Magic Mike guy.
Yeah.
He's hot and funny.
He's hot.
And naked in the movie, like naked.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I'll take 2. I'd like 2, please.
Yeah. And it's like a remake of Romancing the Stone, and it's hilarious.
Oh my God, Romancing the Stone, Michael Douglas. Oh,
Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner.
Oh my God, so great.
With her
So good.
voice, with her low
Yeah,
voice.
such a good one. Okay, another more recent, like totally stupid that because I will tell you, I'm not a big movie rewatcher. Like I don't, like I have that very small group that, but I'm kind of a, yep, saw that. Like I'm not a
like it's
huge
done.
watch it. I have to love it to watch it. So this movie I have rewatched at least a half a dozen times, which for me is a million times to probably the normal person.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Fucking Wrong Missy.
Oh my God. I've seen that
Oh
on
my
Netflix.
God.
Oh
my
it's so
God.
stupidly funny. Which is your favorite parts? Tell me some of their favorite parts.
Like anything that she does when she's like, "Oh, you love me," and just the
you love
whole their chemistry that, like, I meant to call the other, like, just there's so much about that movie that makes me just pee my pants. And then to me, although I think most of us love them, but they're so stupid that the Austin Powers movies are some of my
Oh my
favorite movies
God.
of ever,
So
of
stupid.
ever. Do I make you horny, baby?
How do you feel about?
Do I make you horny?
Does it make you horny?
Does it make you horny?
I like the villain. I like the villain when he plays the villain with the hairless cat.
$1 million.
$1 million.
Can't get enough of Austin Powers, right?
But what about? Let's talk about. Okay, I love you. I love Adam Sandler. Oh, I see you're a Mike Myers guy.
Mike Myers.
See, because you said so. I married an axe murderer, and we're Austin Powers, and that is all Mike Myers, right?
Right.
Okay, how do you feel about? He's Canadian, I think, right?
He
How
is.
do you feel about our American Mike Myers, who I would say is Adam Sandler?
Totally agree.
Like Happy Madison.
Totally.
Like
Happy
the
Madison.
Water Boy. Like
oh my God. There's not a single one, right? No, anything that Happy Madison, totally. Sandman. The Sandman is the best, right?
Okay, I think he's pretty good. And I also like his more serious stuff too, like the Hustle, the Hustler, the Hustle
Right.
with the basketball movie. I mean, I'm a sportsy girl, so I love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're jelly donuts.
him.
I'm going back for round 2. I'm about to get super lit on YouTube.
Yes, jelly donuts. I grow.
What are you wearing?
Shit and I can't. What was that, honey?
What are you wearing? It looks great.
Oh, actually, thank you for asking. I'm wearing the coolest freaking. Come on, look at this shit.
It is really cool.
Jax, my sweet son, got me this awesome mushroom sweatshirt for my birthday last year.
That's so nice.
I know, it really is. And it's one of my favorites. And she's about to start her microdose journey next week.
I was just about to say, aren't you
she's feeling shroomy. She's feeling shroomy.
She's feeling shroomy and you cannot lie. Oh,
I do.
Renee just said that she loves anything by Adam Sandler and like The Cobbler.
Sandler.
And like he's more serious. I honestly like him more than like not Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey. You remember, Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey's a lot.
Yeah. Yes, he's awesome, but he's different, right? No, I take Sandler, absolutely. Well, in his rom-coms, him and Drew, him and Aniston.
Oh my God, like 50 First Dates.
Yeah, like Love, right? Like
and
Love.
Him and Jennifer Aniston in the Netflix series where they play like a daffy couple.
So good. So good. Amazing. Right? Yep. So good.
I kind of love them. Like, I kind of love them.
I do.
I do. See what I'm wearing? Look at this.
I do. You sexy thing. That coat. That coat just gives me so much life. It really does.
I mean, like, who was it saying, like, does Michelle, do you think she sleeps on it and has sex on it? And who says she doesn't? And
oh my God, that's right. Who did come in and say, God, Renee, who did say, yes, who said she hasn't already, right?
I know, right? I think it was Ashley, actually. I think it was when you, it was Ashley.
Right? Okay,
so I missed out on some cuddle puddle stuff.
It's so in my head. I can't stop it somewhere. Okay, one more, last one.
Okay.
To me, again, two. Again, like so dumb, but like love them and have watched them so many times. Original Zoolander.
Oh my God. That's a whole nother actor. That's a whole nother actor. Like his
fucking Stiller. I loved his dad. Yes. I loved his mom. I loved Ben. I loved the Stillers. Oh my God, right?
The Fockers.
Zoolander, and then my other big one again, Napoleon Dynamite. Come
on. Oh, that one's kind of deep for me. I like the memes from it though. You know what I mean? Like I love when I see somebody do the gif.
I love it. I absolutely fucking love it.
Oh my gosh, somebody said I'm looking beautiful. Hey Nia, what's up, girl?
You look good, girl. You look good in that fuzzy coat.
And you were out in the world. I had to go do school pickup and drop off, but other than that, I literally just hid in my bed today.
Oh, you're so lucky. No, it was.
Mhm.
And I will tell you, it was, I didn't expect it to be as bad as it was. Both my morning commute in, I drive in about a 45 minute usually commute in. Half of it is beautiful, mountainous, breathtaking, and then
Oh,
half of
yeah.
it is giant freeway. So I get
Blech.
the best of both. But
Right.
no, it was deluging on the way in, deluging on the way out.
Deluging.
Oh my God, Renee Mugato, Miss Mugato. Oh my God,
Oh
Will
my
Ferrell,
God. Oh
the
my God.
funniest human being alive, and my favorite of ever, Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell. Every
Oh,
stupid Will
Elf.
Ferrell.
Dumb and
Every
Dumber.
Will
Oh my
Ferrell.
God. Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights.
Let's go. Let's go.
Talladega, like, come on. No. Ferrell is, here's how I've said it to my husband for years. Will Ferrell is to
Ricky
me
Bobby
that,
is a
like,
driver.
oh yeah, but a picture of him. He doesn't need to say a word. A picture of him can just send me sideways. Just, I lived for him on SNL. Yeah, he will for anything. And again, most of his, any of those dumb comedy. Oh my God, I love them. And to Renee, him in Zoolander, he steals, Mr. Mugato steals the movie for me. He is the
Mr.
reason.
Mugato is so
Mr.
much from
Mugato.
Zoolander.
Come on. Remember Petty the
It
cat?
is like the tension that you need. You need the
It,
and then there's the
it,
guy, who's
it,
that guy with the nose, the other model. What's his fucking name?
Owen
You know.
Wilson. Owen
Huh?
Wilson.
Oh
Owen
my God,
Wilson.
he's hilarious.
The best,
Thank you,
right?
baby Jesus. Oh my, in the manger.
Right?
Thank you for my smoking hot wife.
Right? Oh my God, thank you, my smoking hot wife. That is literally one of my, right? That prayer. And thank you to my smoking hot wife. That is literally one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie, right?
That
Thank
one,
you,
and
baby
Ricky
Jesus.
Bobby is not a thinker. Ricky Bobby is a driver.
Right? No shit. I just, probably within the last, like, probably 2 or 3 months before Christmas, no kidding, I went, found it, and started watching it. And Jason comes in, Will Ferrell cheerleaders. Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh,
God.
Renee, my favorite SNL sketches of all time, Renee, of all time. Him
You know,
and
Renee was a
Sherry
cheerleader with
O'Terry,
me.
him and Sherry O'Terry, just everything, just everything. Oh God, I lost what I was going to say. Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, your husband came in.
And he's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm watching Talladega Nights." He goes, "Oh, this is so dumb." Sat his ass down, watched that whole movie, and laughed his ass off. I went, right. You know the other one that I recently did that with? Again, talking stupid movies. Oh my God.
This is
People are going to
fun.
think
Let's
they're all
go.
I watch. People are going to think they're all I watch.
Yeah, we
Again,
don't
just
have,
did
it's
the
like
same.
as if we don't like sit down for the documentaries. We do,
No,
okay? We
right,
do.
right. But we're talking silly stupids today. Probably about a month ago. It's been since the holidays. Pineapple fucking Express.
Oh, that's the weed. I mean, weed ones. Come
Oh
on. You
my
know,
God.
it's like as stoners, we have like this weed movie, stoner weed movie. You know, the Cheech and
Right,
Chong
right,
set the bar. Pretty much, we need to laugh
right.
and it needs to be
Yep,
stupid. And
yep.
you know,
But
there's
Seth
so many
Rogen
weed
is
movies.
like Will. Seth Rogen is like Will Ferrell for me.
Hmm.
Just their face, just knowing what might be coming cracks me up. And Galifianakis, Zach Galifianakis. He's
Zach
another one. They
Galifianakis
just
is okay, but not in real life. Oh, I don't know want to say this on the internet, but yeah, he's okay. But yeah, I do love Seth Rogen, honestly, a lot. And he is an aficionado of the flower and he does his own art. So I can understand why you're a big fan, you
right,
know?
right.
Um, but yeah, like I think that Seth Rogen, everything he does, I love it, no matter what it is. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like one of his more recent
Everything.
things that I watched was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which kind of falls in this
Right,
category, if you ask me,
right,
because if you wanna jump down to like YA, young adult, or like even
right,
like, stuff in that, you were a mom, so I know you had to watch the
right,
kid movies, didn't
right.
you?
Oh, for
So like
sure.
sometimes you get caught up in that kid movie world,
You
right?
do.
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the reboot that they just did, it's animated, but the voices are amazing. And Seth
So
Rogen's
cool.
like a producer and a director of it together
Yep.
with his partner, what's his name, Evan. And
Right.
like, dude, I love this movie. I've watched it like 3 times. And it's not
Wow.
stupid, but it is an animated Teenage Mutant Ninja
Right.
Turtle movie.
Right.
So it is
No.
kind of stupid. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Right. No. And
it's
Renee put
fantasy.
Seth Rogen's voice. Renee, it's his laugh for me. I've literally said for 10 years, if I could just get a recording of his laugh to be my ringtone, His laugh just makes me joyful in the bottom of my soul.
Kirstie,
It's
we have
so
to make this
hilarious to me.
podcast succeed so that we can get him to be on our show.
Right?
Seth Rogen,
Well, you know,
manifest.
he literally, do you know that he makes pottery and there's
Yes.
beautiful ashtrays and stuff for stoners? Like, come on. Yes.
I mean, your
Yes.
artistic soul vibrates with him. I can tell.
Right?
I'm saying. Yeah, I do love his stuff. I do look at Houseplant, which is the company that you're talking about. You know, I'm going to name drop all the stuff now.
That's it.
So check that out. Hey, free commercial for Houseplant, by us too. I haven't afforded any of his ceramics yet, but I know
me either, but I want to.
He makes his own ceramics in his own home. And we were talking about flow states the other day.
Yes.
And times that we're in flow states, because we've been talking about grounding and being in flow. And as artists, I'm sure you experience flow state in your art. Do you?
1000%.
Right?
It's 90% of the motivation, I think, for most artists that work with their hands. I'm not going to speak
with your hands.
If you are an artist that works with your hands, that is 90% of the pull to do it, is to get lost in that blissful, euphoric flow state where my best days were when I literally would be like, Jason's like, babe, you really need to have some dinner. And it's like, I've been out here for 8 hours. I've been out here for 8 hours. What? Yeah, no, yes. Absolutely. That flow state is that. Well, and you know me, that to me, that flow state is when we're most connected to source. That's when we're most connected to.
Yes. I feel like we're doing the divine work.
Yeah.
It's happening. We're doing the right work. We're in tune with everything that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And it's usually in a creative endeavor, right? Like, I really feel with Seth Rogen. If I was him too, I'd have my own ceramic studio. As a matter of fact, I'm really going to join that one that we passed by in the car when we were all driving.
I love you. Have to. And like I said, I come do it with you anytime.
Yes. Because that's when I experience a lot of flow. I've been taking ceramics since high school and I love it. And it's super, super my flow state art. You know what I mean?
See? And that's just it. And
I could lose hours in the studio. Right? I mean, every story where you went in and in the afternoon. Yeah. And you come out and it's sunset and you're like, I don't even. When did this happen?
Time go? See, and I wish there was, if I could do it all over again with my kiddo, who will be 25 this summer. I know what you're thinking. I gave birth when I was 2.
Yeah.
So not, right? So not. The other end of that, actually. I was quite old. But
I know somebody who was older.
I sure do, Crawford. You got me beat big time. But I wish that this was more of a language and something that we did with our kids. I mean, I don't mean our littles, but I mean our teenagers and stuff, that I wish that we as a society, as a world, as a universe, were doing a better job at not just what sport do you want to play, what instrument do you want to play, but what, digging deeper, what lights you up? What do you love to do that when you do it, you're just lost? Like the world disappears. You forget what time it is. Like I truly, I wish those were conversations that I was more in tune to have with Jax 10 years ago, and to not just those regular boxes we check off, but go, let's take this deeper, because I think that in the fucking ridiculous world that we're living in, I think, especially for our youth and what they've been through. And by youth, I'm talking 30 and under. I'm sorry, when you're an old lady, you can do that. Youth to me.
No, I agree. Humans
youth to me is 30 and under.
100 and more. 80 to 120 is like the range now.
Right.
That's, so like 20 years old, it's real young.
Oh, it's super youth. But to me, 30 or somethings. But it's just, that is such a life skill. We think of it as creative and indulgent and all these other things, when it's so fucking not. It's so critical. I say it to Jax all the time, babe, find that balance, find those things that light you up, connect with your people. Like the significance of having that balance in your life and having something that you get lost in flow in, that lets you just connect with your source and just be in the present moment. It's such a vital skill. And I think our youth, with COVID and just the state of the world, I think they need it more than ever. I think the mental health crisis that they're in and everything, I really do. I think this piece of, where do you find flow? Like, I would fucking love to see, and I'm sure there are therapists and stuff that do it, but where's that question? Not just what activities are you doing and stuff, but how do you find flow? Where are you in the spaces where you feel most connected and can sometimes do the shit you need to look at and do the healing? And okay, now I'm just off on a tangent. Okay. What does
Nia
Anne
just
Holloway
said,
say? Agree.
she
We
said
take my
that they
daughter
take.
to the quartz fields because Chris. Oh, I love that so
So exactly to
much.
your point,
Right?
Kirstie, here's somebody who
Right?
is taking your advice already. Isn't
Right?
that beautiful?
Oh, that is that does. That makes me so happy for you. Teens are struggling. They are. They really are. Oh,
Try
I
grounding. It's my
grounding,
latest
right?
obsession, Nia. If you haven't heard of it,
Right?
get a mat, get some sheets for
Right?
your bed.
Oh, I
Look it up.
love that. I really do, right? But I love that you said great idea. It is. These are the way I think we're gonna have to work a little bit harder and find the verbiage to kind of, as a community, as a society, however big or small, we've got to be banding together to support each other. We do. And teaching our kids that you're gonna have to work and life isn't always gonna be fair and all those other things, but that piece of what lights your little self on fire, that
Where can
needs to be touched
you?
on.
It has to be. It has to be.
It has to
You
be.
have
It
to know that
does.
these things are here for you. I feel like that's one of the messages. Like what is problematic
Renee.
where people lose hope is that they don't know that
Yes.
this is available. It's
Yes.
available. And like they haven't
Right.
had enough experience at doing it because parents
Right.
aren't like necessarily training like Renee is and Nia is, you know what I mean?
Right.
Renee just said that she's bringing everybody back homeschooling, and I can
I
really
know.
feel
I
that.
love that.
Yes. I told my son last night, my 22-year-old son, that like, oh, you don't remember this, but when I was homeschooling you, when we lived in Ireland, we went on an extended family trip to Ireland because my husband's worked for a while. When my two kids, not Marcus, was born yet, were little, and I homeschooled them, and it was wonderful. And I taught them like Greek and Latin for a while. And he's like, "What? You taught me Greek and
Wow.
Latin?" I'm like, "Yeah, it
Wow.
was really fun."
Right.
But like I think accessing flow state and the tools that you're talking about, Kirstie, like knowing this is
Yes.
there for you as
Right.
something to help you, cope with life, the
Yep.
difficulties, and find your
Right.
flow. That's like
Right.
it's like I love being a copywriter in my old life because nowadays I used to look up idioms and stuff because they resonate with people so much. But
Right.
now it's like the reverse. Like in a moment like this when I'm like, what's
Oh,
so important about flow? Well, gosh, the most important thing is this phrase that we use. It's so important to find your flow.
it
And how do you
is.
find it if your parents aren't supportive of you
Exactly.
trying the quartz crystals or doing an art class or
Absolutely.
getting lost in time like that, and you're shuttling from
Writing,
activity to
music.
activity,
Exactly. What
breaking
is
up
it?
the
Is it
flow with
right? Because I know for Jackson, and I knew this then, but I wish I didn't. It was music. Like when he was stressed, when he just like his mom, we're so called to music. But it is. It's just we really need to. I love that so much, Renee, that you asked your 8-year-old to go out and grab. How sweet is that? And he was like, "Yeah, mom, it's too chilly." But I love, right? This is my hope. This is my hope that in the trauma that we have literally endured as a global, the pandemic
yes.
fucked us
It's
all.
like you have to put out
It
all the
does.
stops. We
It
need to
does.
do
It
all
really
the
does.
things because of the
Right.
where we're because of the trauma of what we've been through and where we're headed, which is a very hopeful, bright
Right.
future.
Right.
Honestly, all of this stuff is happening. It's a large test. The more you think, the more I relate life to a video game, the more it makes so much sense. You know
Wow.
what I mean? We are leveling up.
Right.
It's just getting harder and harder until we reach the next level where we're going to explore new things again as
Right.
humanity, I hope. You know what I mean? And that's
Right.
why I'm in cannabis, and that's why you curate the cuddle puddle and WECAN, and that's why the ladies
Yes.
on board make cannabis part of their lifestyle and don't shut up
Right.
about it. Amen.
Right. Right. Right.
And
No,
again,
all the things,
amen,
right?
right? All the
It
things
is.
because it's
All
so
the
important.
things.
Every single person's flow state matters.
It does. It does. Like I said, it's something that I wish I'd tapped into without having to bump along in life so hard. And because it is, and you think, I spent my 20s, it's all about the career and making money, and I made more money than I thought I would, and got all the titles and got all the accolades and everything. Like, this is so great. And then you get to that moment where you're like, okay, well, I did all this, and there's a giant hole in my soul. This doesn't mean anything. Like, this isn't the
Not
shit that
working.
matters.
This is not
This isn't the
it.
shit that
Yes.
matters. Our relationships and again, the things we do that keep us grounded, that keep us present to life. Because I personally, the world's a really scary place right now. It's a really scary, and there's just so much negativity out in the world and in the political environment and these wars. It's sometimes overwhelming. And I think, again, that trying to help anyone fucking younger than me, and I'll be 55 in March, thank you very much, to understand you need to lean into it. If you can find, when that stuff does all become overwhelming, what it is that just brings you that just quiets your mind, lets you be fully engaged in it, you need that. That's a skill we all need, and it shouldn't just be this treat and this reward
Oh, let's
to
go here.
creatives.
Let's go
To
here.
creatives,
Oh,
right?
I hate the treat. You know, Michelle
Right?
Crawford is anti-treat. You say treat yourself in a good way.
I
But
do.
we do have this question about it, this old story where Kirstie wasn't taking her cannabis medicine regularly,
No, she
consistently,
wasn't.
as medicine should be taken, like a
Nope.
vitamin, like a daily nourishment, because she was treating herself only as needed. It was safe for
Right?
special occasions. And Michelle Crawford is anti that.
Nope.
I am every day,
Thank
all the
God.
time,
Thank God she is, and thank God she
intuitively
was my coach.
intuitively use as needed,
Right?
which is every day for most people. Going back to living in our world today, needing all the things that give
Needing
you the
all the things.
empowerment that you
Mhm.
absolutely have to have. If there's
Have to have.
anything I learned in all of my shamanic work, and honestly, in all of my depth of faith and everything that has to do with being healthy at all, it's empower yourself with every possible way. And it's just so hard sometimes to
Oh,
motivate ourselves to do it and to
right?
give ourselves the care and the priority, especially when it's a stigmatized thing and you're
Totally.
shaking up the earth to do it. You're bucking the trends. This is why it's so powerful to be radiantly healthy,
Right?
because it gives you
Right?
the power to make your own decisions and advocate for your own health and buck the trends and withstand the pressure from the Joneses and go into your flow state and sell your movies. I really admire Seth Rogen, back to him, because
Right?
he has proven to himself that his creativity is boundless and that he can create
Right?
things and people will want them.
Right?
I hope that means a lot to him. He takes a lot of cannabis. I'm pretty sure he gets this.
Right. Oh, he
You know
does.
what I
Oh,
mean?
he's an absolute daily, all day, every day
Right?
user. Yeah. So, right, you just got to find your
With
thing.
a
Thank
lot of
you, Renee.
content.
Truly, and I think that's such a beautiful part of my story. Renee is saying that I love that you changed Kirstie's way, and she did, Renee. And understand that when Michelle came into my life, I had been using cannabis to help me dramatically for 6, 7 years before that, but was just kind of in the year of learning her more and going deeper and growing her for the first time and really kind of connecting with her. And then, of course, we connected at CCI, Michelle and I. But no, Renee, in all seriousness, we're talking. Michelle and I are the Feb 21 cohort, and it was May that she literally met me and put in my hands her medicine and said to me, again, thank you, universe, thank you, Michelle. Curse, this isn't a treat, because we talked enough for her to realize this was how oh, it's really bad, I'm going to do this. And Michelle said, no, Curse, you're going to treat
Ooh.
this preventatively. You're going to let this get in your system. And it has changed my life. And to this day, 2.5 years later, thanks to Michelle, I wake up with tinctures. I go to bed with tinctures. I don't plan on ever not doing that. And then I add smoking and suppositories and salves and all the things. But
And the
my
fun
baseline, right? But
baseline, get it in
my
you. Get it in you.
baseline is cannabis medicine, whole medicine in tincture form every single day. And that was the gift that my cannabis coach and dear friend Michelle Crawford gave to me. Forever going to
You
be
give it
grateful,
back
me.
to me. It
Forever going to
comes
be
right back to
grateful.
me. It comes right back to me. Look at this. Here we are 2 years later. Look at you. You're so
Right.
vibrant.
Right? It's vibrant and processing stuff that I could never sit with, and just the list goes on and on. Like, we don't have 8 hours for this. I gotta go make dinner.
I know, right?
So,
I'm like, we gotta
right,
wrap this up, I think, but
right,
we're having such a great
right.
time with
This is
each other
awesome.
and with our lovely listeners, Renee and Nia. This is so fun, Kirstie, our
Thanks
lovely
for
listeners.
coming, ladies. We're so happy you're here with us.
Yes. Well, big changes. Oh, I think I'm gonna lose all these chats. I'm so sad. These chats were awesome.
You're
You guys,
beautiful.
I know that you're out there living the lives, honestly, and I appreciate you so much. Don't you, Kirstie?
We do.
Don't you
We really
appreciate
do.
everything they're doing for cannabis and for the people? I really do, because more people need to know, because everybody needs empowerment so that
Yes.
we can all lift up. It's
That's what
so
we're trying to
simple.
do. That is what
So
WECAN is
simple.
trying to do, right? It is how can we help as many as we can help? You said, look at Renee, y'all are changing lives together now. Yes, that's the
Yay,
grand
it's better.
scheme. That's the
Wonder
grand
Twin Power,
scheme. What?
activate.
Activate. Shape
Or,
of a couple of cute potheads.
yay.
Guys,
Oh, that's a
thanks for
great one.
coming.
That was so fun,
Can I
Kirstie.
do that? Please come back and play with us every Wednesday. This is my
Yes.
new second to Cuddle Puddle. I love that they're both on the same. This is I get to start my Wednesday with Cuddle Puddle, and then I get to wrap it up with Michelle. These have become the yummiest. So I hope that you guys will come play with us next week too. Michelle, I love this. I love
I
you.
love it too. I'm having the best time. I'm so glad we thought of this. I can't wait to see where it goes. We're having Seth Rogen on apparently at sometime in the future. That's all I've got to
Yeah.
say. Watch it happen, and you'd
TBD.
be like, I told you.
TBD. We didn't say a month. We did TBD, right? We'll let you know.
Right.
Bye,
All right, all
guys.
the things. Hey, I'm Michelle Crawford. You can find me here on my channel and on Instagram at michellcrawford.cannacurious. But honestly, visit my website, cannacuriouscoaching.com. Find out about homemade health starting this March, where you can learn, like Kirstie and like Nia and like, well, Renee, not yet, but kind of.
Kind of.
How to be a kitchen witch with me, the multi-cannabinoid master of everything. How to make your own tinctures, like Kirstie takes every day, and like you should too. And if
Every
you
day.
need me to tell you to, I sure will.
She sure
And your
will.
own salves and your own concentrates, and just find a like-minded group of DIYers. And also find out about my Record State of Mind apparel. I'm not wearing it right now, but I want you to. There it is. There's
There
some
it is.
Record State of Mind. That's my
There
rainbow
it is.
leaf love embroidered sweatshirt, which you should be wearing if you need to advocate in your state. And that's
Yeah,
at
start the conversation.
recordstateofmind.com. And you know where to find Kirstie? Kirstie will tell you, because you need to know about WECAN and the Cuddle Puddle. Tell them, Kirstie. Tell
Yay,
them.
thank you, Mish. You can find me at WECAN, the Women Empowered Cannabis Advocates Network. Thanks to my beautiful Renee Leonard, we are WECAN, Women Empowered Cannabis Advocates Network, now on Instagram and Facebook. But I'm gonna steal Michelle's line. If you want to know more about what we're doing, go to wecan.coach, www.wecan.coach. That is our beautiful website. Learn more about me, more about our vision at WECAN, and the directory listing for the most amazing cannabis coaches and educators. So if you're in need of a cannabis coach or educator, this is where you need to go. They're there and they're just waiting to help you. So yeah, this was a hoot, Mish. I love you.
It was super fun. I can't wait to do it next Wednesday at 4:20. Canna-Besties, Sesh Live. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Bye.
Bye. Love you, honey.
Love you too.